Good morning. It's Monday, February 5th, 2024. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this morning, Governor Fubara absent at chieftaincy coronation of serving commissioner. Family of embattled Rivers Chief of Staff Edison Ehie sends SOS message. Concerned APC members pledge loyalty to former Minister Chibike Amechi. And on the foreign scene, U.S. launches more strikes against Houthis in Yemen. I am Ifechukwumoyile with the news. Minister of Federal Capital Territory FCT Esomwike has urged traditional rulers in Rivers State to use their authority to unite and develop their subject. The minister spoke at a reception in Buguma, Asaritolo local government area on Saturday to mark the coronation of a serving commissioner in Governor Siminalayi Fubara's cabinet, Alabo George Kelly, who was coronated as Chief Diabani Fred George Amakri, the second head of Diabani George Amakri Group of Houses.
Before rivalry, now to tell you that a lot of things are happening and more things will happen. Please use your position for the interest of your people. Do not use your position to divide the communities. Use it to unite them. Use it to bring development. And I believe, knowing you well, you will do the right thing.
Governor Fubara was absent at the event, raising concerns about the current situation of the political crisis in the state. But the FCT minister was accompanied by a large entourage of dignitaries across party lines, including the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amehule, National Vice Chairman of the APC, Victor Giadom, South former Deputy Speaker of the House of including the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amehule, National Vice Chairman of the APC, Victor Giadom, South former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Chibodom Wuche, Chairman of the Rivers State APC, Tony Okocha, former Chairman of Rivers State PDP, Desmond Akawo, and former APC State Party Chairman, Ojukaye Amakri. Also with the ministers were Member Northeast Development Commission Frank Ohwo, Commissioner National Population Commission Frank Ogiri, Ken Chikere, Kenneth Kobani, Ephraim Muzi, Emeka Nwoke, Chidi Amadi, Marcus Nleji, Isobo Jack, Sam Oge, Gift Mwolo, Shai Olo, Deima Eyala, Samson Parker, among others. He later attended the burial of Hannah Asiki-Yofori Adoki, mother of Rivers lawmaker Tonye Adoki. Moving on now, the family of Ehie has sent a Save Our Soul message to President Bola Tinubu alleging constant harassment, intimidation, threat to life, and arrest of Chief of Staff, Government House, Port Harcourt, Edison Ehie. Speaking at the World Press Conference, the head of the Ehie family, Ike Ehie, said the cry has become necessary as the accusations leveled against Mr. Ehie are all fabricated because during his time in the Rivers State House of Assembly, Mr. Ehie refused to be part of the alleged plot to impeach Governor Fubara.
Because everybody knows what is happening, but who is to pay the cut? So I want to tell the whole world that they should know that we know what is happening. For example, we call on Ekwe people, the Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs. We also call the Council of Chiefs in the River State to come to our aid. We are calling on the Niger Delta because all of us are Niger Delta, because they shouldn't feel that Edison doesn't have any backing. We are one small family there. God is the one who has put in there. So why do you want to intimidate us? Why do you want to kill the young man for no reason?
On the spot, another family member, Bishop Ehie, said the family cannot be intimidated.
It's not that everybody must be involved in one matter. The whole of Ekpe are involved. This young man has just started politics, and he should not be intimidated and harassed to bring his enthusiasm in politics to zero. We shall not accept it, and we are calling on the whole nation to please come to the aid of Edison Ehie and our family, because we have nobody, but we have God we know.
In the same vein, the Ekpeye ethnic nationality is calling on President Tinubu to prevail on all the actors in the ongoing political crisis to abide by the 8-point peace pact. The vice president of the pressure group, Name Ehwo, who read the communique, also urged the president to order the Inspector General of Police and his men to carry out thorough investigation before linking their son to the murder of late SB Bako Ambashin.
We call on the president to persuade all the parties in this crisis to respect the 8-point agenda of the peace pact, especially the singular demand made by our governor that there should be no victor, no vanquished. This is pure political crisis and political solution has been applied. We also call on the police authority to hands off whatever investigation or purported investigation they claim to be carrying out. That as citizens of this state, that we stand with the governor of the state in all is doing in the 8-point agenda peace pact.
Mr. Eho, who is a former deputy leader of the Rivers State House of Assembly, however, called on Governor Fubara to set up a commission of inquiry towards resolving all remote and immediate causes of last year's October burning down of some part of the State Assembly complex.
We call on the president to persuade all the parties in this crisis to respect the 8-point agenda of the peace pact, especially the singular demand made by our governor that there should be no victor, no vanquished. This is pure political crisis and political solution has been applied. We also call on the police authority to hands off whatever investigation or purported investigation they claim to be carrying out. That as citizens of this state, that we stand with the governor of the state in all is doing in the 8-point agenda peace pact.
In another development, some indigenes of Odemujie community in Ahoda East local government area are calling on the state government to settle the crisis in their community as soon as possible so they can return home. In an interview with our correspondent, an elder from the community, Wilfred Oya, said most indigenes of Odemujie are now living in neighboring communities.
Something happened and the police came to destroy the whole community. All houses are burnt, properties destroyed, to the extent that many of us have nothing to feed on. Our children no longer go to school, they are suffering. Even our farms we cannot attend to. And according to our custom, this is the period we are supposed to make new farms, but we cannot do that because we are all outside our homes. We use this opportunity to appeal to the government to allow us go home. It is not proper that we should continue this suffering.
On the spot, the CDC chairman of Odemujie community described the situation as pathetic, saying schools and religious centers are all closed.
Our schools have been closed, our children are no longer going to school, our farmers are no longer going to farm. Those who have business, they are even scared of going to their various businesses. Even churches are not in operation. It is very bad that what happened in Odemune community should destroy the entire community. So we are appealing on Governor Sim to help Odemune community so that we can go back to our community and reconstruct the areas that we can reconstruct and build and live so that our children can equally grow from the community. So that the school, which government is paying salaries to the teachers, can equally operate.
Also, a former financial secretary of Odemujie Women Group, Patience Ewo, urged Governor Fubara to urgently look into the situation so they could return to their farms and do their businesses. As you may know, Odemujie community has been faced with insecurity, which led to the death of SB Bako Ambashim. Away from that, the Nigerian Union of Teachers in Rivers State, NUT, has begged Governor Fubara to approve the new retirement age of 65 years and length of service of 40 years for teachers of the state as passed by the National Assembly. The state chairman of the NUT, Collins Echibu, made this appeal while congratulating Governor Fubara on a Supreme Court victory as duly nominated and elected by the people. Mr. Echibu also called on the governor to approve the employment of more teachers in primary, universal basic education and secondary schools. He also complained that academic improvement in the education sector has been stagnant because classrooms of the primary and secondary schools have been without enough teachers. The Rivers State NUT chairman, however, expressed the teachers' resolve to continuously support the administration of the governor, just as he assured their readiness to carry out their responsibilities with the ultimate aim of creating robust working relationship in the state. Still to come, concerned APC members pledge loyalty to former Minister Chibike Amechi. Stay with us.
We, the PDP former ward chairman and ESCO in River State, wish to congratulate our
pressure group known as Asadeako from the three Kalabari-speaking local government area of Rivers State has joined in congratulating Governor Siminalayi Fubara on the recent Supreme Court verdict that affirmed his electoral victory. In a statement jointly signed by Alaliba Douglas, Ogonoye John West and Enefa Amakri also felicitate Governor Fubara on his 49th birthday, even as they pray to God to envelop him with the Holy Spirit to lead and guide him as he pilots the affairs of the state. The group in a statement also called on the political gladiators in the other side to sheathe their swords to enable the governor focus on the business of delivering good governance to Rivers people. The statement also commended David Briggs, Lolo Ibieneye, Tonye Oniede, and Alalibo Fredericks for their steadfastness in standing with Governor Siminalayi Fubara in this trying period. And now the Traditional Council of Chiefs in Degema local government area of Rivers State has raised alarm over planned invasion of their community following the recent attacks on one of their fishing settlements known as Abajiboko Kiri over the weekend. The spokesperson of the Council of Chiefs, Barisoma Tombo Erepaka Nakuroa, in an interview with correspondent Siobiorowari, called on the state government and relevant security agencies to urgently intervene before the suspected neighboring community sack the natives of K again.
Some 20 years ago, this was how some persons burnt our fishing settlements, and after those communities, they came back to sack the K community. We are afraid that these persons that have gone to burn the Abajiboko Kiri will also come back to K and do the same to us. We are now appealing to the state government, the various security agencies to come to our aid. We that dwell in the communities, we are not sleeping with our eyes closed anymore. We are afraid those that we are supposed to go for Esam, Ingbe, and all the rest could not go again because
the spokesman of the K Traditional Council of Chiefs also explained how members of the community are living in tension following the recent attack on their fishing settlement.
Some gunmen came to one of our fishing settlements, Abajiboko Kiri. They sacked the whole community, burnt the houses. Properties worth millions of naira were lost. It has affected the K community as a whole. People could not sleep in their houses, but the fear that what has happened at Abajiboko Kiri will also happen to us. We've been on with these security issues. We've gone to the various security agencies, report these matters to them, to come to the community, if possible, cite a naval post so that we'll be free from these attacks.
Moving on, the chairman of Rumuwoke Village, Kenneth Eji Kenyebuchi, has raised a concern about the safety of the youth president of Rumaholo community, Innocent Azunda Eke, over the disbandment of tricycle operation in the area. Speaking on behalf of the chairman, Omunakwe Amadi from Rumuwoke Village expressed worry about alleged threat from disbanded tricycle operators towards Mr. Azunda Eke. Mr. Ahmadi, however, called for the intervention of the security agencies, the paramount ruler of Rumaholo community, and stakeholders to avoid loss of life. He said the ban on tricycle operation was a unanimous decision of the Rumaholo community and not that of an individual.
We, the entire people of Rumuwoke, are calling on security agents, chieftain or holders of Rumaholo community on the threat of our son, youth president of Rumaholo community, by the disband Keke leadership. If anything happened to our son, they should hold them responsible. The ban on Keke is not the decision of our son, the youth president. It is the entire decision of Rumaholo community. Chiefs, elders, youth, CDC, and women. We are worried because it's something of life and death. If somebody is threatening somebody, a man that is in the leadership, you know the risk in it. So we are calling on security agents to come on our aid before anything will happen.
Recall that the tricycle drivers in Rumaholo community protested an alleged attack on their chairman and extortion on 15 January, leading to the ban. And now some concerned members of the APC in Obiakpo local government area have pledged their loyalty to the leadership of former Minister of Transportation Chibika Amechi for his contribution to the party. The group, in a communique at the end of its stakeholders meeting, said that they believe in the leadership of Chibika Amechi and are determined to ensure that his political family in Obiakpo local government area continues to thrive, even in the face of stiff, unfavorable political migrations and alignment. The communique was read by the secretary concerned APC members, Thank God Chimenem DK.
we consider it necessary to rise and speak up at this particular point. We are members and stakeholders of the All Progressive Congress APC Obiakpo chapter that we recognize Right Honorable Chibike Rotimi Amechi, former Minister of the Transportation and presidential aspirants under our beloved party APC, as our leader, having provided pragmatic leadership and demonstrated unwavering commitment to the growth of the party at all levels. As a people who believe firmly in the leadership of Right Honorable Chibike Rotimi Amechi, we are determined to ensure that his political family in Obiakpo LGA continue to strive.
The communique also promised to engage with other leaders and stakeholders in the local government area to allow for more integration to build a strong and united political family under the leadership of Chibike Amechi.
Being aware of the enormous responsibilities that lie on us as members of the APC under the Chibike Rotimi Amechi political family, we have taken adequate strategic measures to ensure that the support base of our leader, Right Honorable Chibike Rotimi Amechi, in Obiakpo LGA continues to grow and expand. In the coming days, we shall begin to engage with other leaders and stakeholders in the LGA who believe strongly in the Right Honorable Chibike Rotimi Amechi leadership to come on board and join in our mission to build a true united political family under the leadership of Right Honorable Chibike Rotimi Amechi.
Our correspondent reports that the meeting was attended by the various ward chairmen.
And now we bring you news from around the world.
The U.S. says it carried out more strikes against Houthi missiles in Yemen on Sunday. The U.S. Central Command CENTCOM, in a statement, said U.S. forces struck a land attack cruise missile and 4 anti-ship missiles that were prepared to launch against ships in the Red Sea. That's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Governor Fubara was absent at the chieftaincy coronation of serving commissioner. The family of embattled Rivers Chief of Staff Edison Ehe has sent an SOS message to President Tinubu. And on the foreign scene, the U.S. has launched more strikes against Houthis in Yemen. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyali. Many thanks for listening.